good job to play with. It's something you can talk to. Shoot this guy. Like, yeah, just play football.
Did you find it?
What's that?
Did you find it?
I just texted my wife.
Oh.
I'm going to share it.
That was the link to the other game.
Right, welcome back to Saturday afternoon. Mayo and Lakeville North as they sound the horn after warm-ups. A little longer warm-ups than we got in the earlier sessions. A 60-minute clock running. So I'll just play through the the 60 minutes.
You want some?
A lot of families and players went out and grabbed a little bit of grub in between, stretched out. A little bit of downtime. Get my little more even. There we go. All right, starting off in net off to our left is Blommel. Mayo once again rotating through players and goalies. Everybody getting some playing time. Lines have been switching up. D partners been switching up. Coming in, Mayo did score 2 goals in the last game on a 5-2 loss. But key was we were getting goals anyways. Getting our last stripe out here. Haven't really been following stats and stuff, so I don't know how Lakeville's done. Mayo looking to pick up their first win. It's a little turn, going back in the zone. Chopping in the slot. It's going to be pushed aside by Lakeville here. Off the boards, kind of a little bouncy puck. Picks it up. It's on a 2-on-1 coming in. Nice slot pass off the Lakeville player's stick. Pushed aside by the Mayo defenseman or winger. Controlled by Mayo, going to reverse it back around. Hard on the boards. Still chopping. Wrong back around. Parker taking the skating angle, first on it. Decides to go up the boards. Finally get across the blue line in the neutral zone. And deep, trying to get a shot on net. A good stick by the Lakeville player to force us to cough it up. Line change went on the backside of the camera as that was happening. So we got a fresh set of legs out here now. Pass attempt was chipped by the Lakeville player. Hunter doing a good job using his body to get in there. Centering pass out with a little bit of speed. Gonna get it across. At least we're in the zone this time. Still high back to the point to Hunter. It does bounce out though. Lakeville sitting at the top of the circles here. Good stick poke by Brady. That one shot wide into the corner, nothing there. Shot on net, and Blommel will glove that one down. Nice quick release by the Lakeville player. Ultimate goal of that was Mayo ended up with it. We chuck it around. Let's call that a toss-up. A little ahead of steam as we come through the neutral zone and pushed back down by Lakeville. Nice pass out. The centering pass back to the center, missed. Now we got a little bit of time moving up the ice. Pass was off target as Lakeville regroups this one. 14 enters the zone. He comes back to the point. Good no-look pass. Shot wide. Picked up by Lakeville. Shot. Blommel did a good job chipping that one wide. Good stick by the Mayo player. Going to push it out into the neutral zone. Just get a little bit of forward pressure. Offsides at the moment. Will still be offsides. Nelson, almost picked that one off. Charging in, slot pass, good save by the Tendy, another good save. Good body, get control of it. Mayo's skating it up. Right out in front, left it there and shoot and score. Just a bad play, left the puck sitting right there in the middle. Lakeville burying in the back of the net. Having a 1-goal lead early in this one. Did good work to get it back behind the net, and then we coughed it up. Doug, we finally did get it behind the net. Earned our way around, and then we dump it in front. Puts us down 1 goal early. Once again, it is a 60-minute hour, just a running clock. Roughly 50 minutes left on the master clock. This is an opportunity for Mayo to come in. Liam takes a shot. That one goes wide. Back to the point. Nope. Lakeville North's going to get that one. Parker almost picked that pass off. Lakeville able to dump it around, though. Picked up by the D. Lakeville to that slot. I'm going to pick it up. Got a little head of steam. Gets it across the blue line. Wears a body on the far boards there. Good clean hit. Nice shot. He goes just wide. That one's floating in front of the net. Another shot just wide. And Lakeville's going to regroup that one. Long outlet pass to the middle, and now it's a foot race. Ashton will get her on the backside of the net. Takes the body hit nicely. Chipped her on the backside as Blommel's reading this one well. Rimmed around by Lakeville, near side corner. Lakeville shot from the point, absorbed nicely, and whistle. We've had a couple of opportunities on net, not much though. Lakeville has definitely outshot us so far. Quality of shots have been a little better than ours. And it'll be face-off won by Lakeville. And Lakeville capitalized on an error when we left the puck right there in the slot. Nice job trying to get it forward into that neutral zone. Now it's just a foot race. Applying pressure is Maury. Did a good job trying to get it back and covered up by the Tendy. Face-off controlled by Lakeville as they try to push it to the middle. Got a little bit of a breakaway and some wheels Blommel. And nice breakaway. Goes top shelf, bounces it off a 2-post and drains it. Good effort by that kiddo. Basically just outran us. So face-off win all the way off to the right-hand side of the screen for Lakeville. Just kept pushing it forward, and he's off to the races. Face-off at center ice, picked up by Lakeville. 2-on-1 coming back again. Nice hard shot. Solid save by Blommel. Ashton gets it over to the side, trying to go with it. Shot coming back up to the point. Defended nicely by the Mayo player, getting in front of it. Picked up on the backside of the net by Lakeville in the near corner here. Whiffed on it. Good stick by Brady. Finally gets it up and out into the neutral zone as Lakeville regroups. Having control of it. We peel off and apply no pressure on Lakeville's defenseman. Blindly pass it back to the middle as we try to get things going left to right here. Chip it out, center ice, picked nicely by Murphy. Petretsky in there, a little touch on that. Brenhog does get it up to the point, but held in by the Lakeville defenseman. Pushed ahead, and that one does hit neutral zone. Cross ice pass by Lakeville. Through the neutral, 4 guys all piled up in the middle there. full head of steam as we're looking for options on the far side board. Does a good job of eating it, trying to hold that in as all 3 forwards all in one area. Pinch the boards along with the defenseman. We got 4 guys standing there now. We do get it out and push it across, and of course didn't have any players over there. Lakeville goes across the ice, clears the zone, and now brings it into the Spartan zone. Dinsmore wears a puck, does a good job, body in the skating lane. Slot pass all the way across, nobody there, shot wide. Brenhog's got a step going, passes it through the feet to the Lakeville player, but they come back in. Picked up by Mayo. "44 minutes. We got about 15 minutes into it. Lakeville's over here playing a little bit. Bring back in the zone, offsides. And we'll get a whistle outside for offsides. Face-off controlled by Lakeville. They're going to call that a touch. All right, we'll roll it. A little bit of hustle. Let's see if we can't keep that in. It does hold the line. Centering pass, stick slash out of his hand, no call. Face off to the goaltender's right hand side, natural righty. Push side's going to be picked up by Lakeville. They dump it up to the point, held in. Lakeville collects it. Just Saucer passes it up into the neutral zone as they come through. Cross pass for the outlet. Good job by Lakeville getting across there. Slide that one in on net, and David will cover that up for the whistle. Face-off win for Mayo. Behind the net, they're quickly surrounded by Lakeville players though. Lakeville gets control of it. Brenhog around into the corner, does a good job of using his body there. Still protecting that puck, does get it up the board, but Lakeville picks that up. Cross pass. Good job by the Mayo player. He's gonna have a head of steam going into the zone, but just off his stick. I think that's Grayson. Grayson pumps it back out to the middle. Nobody home though. Hunter picks that one up. He'll get a body position and get it back down deep. All the way around as Mayo is able to get it back to the hash marks. Now back up to the blue line, and it's going to be full head of steam for Lakeville as they're trucking through the neutral zone, but a good solid stick by the Mayo player. Brady looking for a shot. He goes wide. Shot on net, chipped up and over and into the netting for the whistle.
I was waiting for that too. Yeah, we had
Face-off controlled by Lakeville. They're going to rim it all the way around. Able to cut off that skating pass. The ref is going to say we touched it. Lakeville was first on the puck as there was a back-checking race. Back to the point, shot gloved down by Blommel. Face-off win for Lakeville, back to the point. Into the top of the circles, hits the hash mark backhand. Blom with a great save. Ooh. Gonna have to move here real quick. Cross ice pass for Lakeville. Doing a lot like Rogers, just planting a guy on the blue line. Lakeville gets control of it. Back to the point. Passes it off to Libby, pushes it back down. Brady has a little collision up there on the blue line. Ashton pumps that one around. Centering pass back out to the middle. Mayo's got a little head of steam as they come through the neutral zone. And he'll just dump it in and go for a line change. Mayo starts getting pressure. Comes the rim pass all the way around, picked up by Lakeville. Looking for the stretch across the rink, I bet. Right opportunity for passing backwards. This is off target though. Mayo rims it along the near side boards here. Picked up by Lakeville. Good stick by Mayo to tip that one. Skipping away a little bit. We throw a lot of muffin at that one. Didn't go anywhere. Lakeville looking for options as they're coming around. That one hits a pad on the way in and covered by David. Uh, 38 something, not quite halfway. Face-off win for Lakeville. Finally to the blue line, getting run down, centers it, off target though, pushed ahead into Lakeville's hands. They go up and off the boards, kind of sitting in the neutral zone at the moment. Finally goes across the ice, off target though. Ashton will grab this behind the net, looking for options. Nice outlet pass. It's gonna be a 2-on-1, and he gets pickpocketed. Back the other way comes Lakeville, but we're able to hold it in at the blue line at the moment. Still in there, it finally bounces out for Lakeville's favor. Regrouping is Mayo over to Pens. Pens chucks it down deep. He goes off for a line change. And fresh legs coming off from Mayo. Lakeville brings along the near side boards here. Good read by Nelson, picking that one up. Into the zone. Mayo's offsides at the moment. And Lakeville trying to get control of it. Yanked right there. Nope, it says Hugh on the jersey, sorry. Dinsmore doing a good job of tying that puck up with his skate over there. Does pull it out to himself. Nothing there. For a penalty, that is. There's a big old fat elbow in the face by a Lakeville player. And they rim it around collected. This might be an opportunity right here, trying to chuck this one back as they collide behind the boards. In digging is Nelson, I believe. Pushing and shoving behind the net. Breaking that puck loose. They go cross ice all the way across. It does leave the zone. Dinsmore back. We're looking for that long stretch pass. Good job of getting in the skating lane. This Lakeville trying to get through the neutral zone. Finally find the center on the way in. Setting up shop now. Right into the slot one time. I think David got just enough of it, and it hits the... no, Stripe says that David got all of it, so. Face off to David's left. Face off win for Mayo as they rim it all the way around, but their winger hadn't gotten there yet. Back down deep, reverses it nicely. Ashton will grab that. Finds the centering pass over to Murphy. Murphy looking for options. He finds Maury coming down the near side boards. He turns, finds some time and space. And it just pops over the line, offsides. Face-off win for Mayo. Came back mishandled though, and Lakeville will have it at the top of the offensive zone. Pushed and hacked nicely by the Mayo player. Get control of it. Murphy's looking for decisions here. And Maury is gonna snap a twiggy. It's okay, he didn't like that one anyways. Yeah. See if I can get Doc Maury in on the screen over here. Nice cross pass by Lakeville off target though. It was defended nicely by the defenseman. A bunch of us dads over here laughing, being like, boy, can't wait to go buy another stick. That was fun. Face-off controlled by Lakeville. Wraparound attempt, nothing there. Petrutsky finds. Can't quite read the name. It's number 41. Did a good job of getting it into the zone. Dinsmore will be able to hold that one in at the point. Takes a shot that kind of bouncing lazily in the slot, picked up by Lakeville. As they drive through, number 14's got some good wheels on him. Knocked off the puck nicely by Dinsmore. Rims it around. Pushed ahead, wearing a body. Good job of using the boards, kiddo. Herman, that is. Pushed ahead into the feet though. Herman's still digging, trying to keep his wheels moving the right direction. It's finally broken loose as Mayo regroups here. We get it down deep behind the net, wheeling in with some pressure. Crossed, getting up against the boards there. Nice opportunities. The defenseman is sliding into the slot, takes a shot, and a pad save by the Tendy. Good read by the winger and the defenseman working together there. Lakeville was offside. They should be onside now. There's a trip. Not going to call that one though. So far, neither team has had a power play opportunity. Really hasn't been a dirty game by any means. Just a couple of oddball things every now and then. It is July hockey though, so up to Herman. Herman chips it down, and that'll be icing. A little too much mustard on that sandwich. We got rolling at about 55 minutes, so halfway should be around 27. I know Mayo will probably want to try a few different goalies here, a few different lines, players. There's also baseball going on, so we're down a few players. Nice step by the defenseman getting the shot off. That one hit a pad on the way in as Lakeville controls in the zone. Maury's going to get that one, going to get it out of the zone to the neutral zone. The flippy for Lakeville does not go anywhere. They're going to call that a hand pass.
If it hits the back of the hand, it's a hand pass. No, I'm saying if it hits the back of your glove, it's not. But if you're making to try to make a play on it.
I'm going to say controlled by Mayo on that one. Good tie up by Dinsmore. Nice outlet pass. Gets going forward. We got a little steam coming ahead, and then we put it in our skates. We do try to get it in. We get to the hash marks. Looking for that outlet passes Lakeville. They connect on it. Ashton taking that skating lane, does a good job. Tied up in the middle, Lakeville, and they just tap in that rebound for a goal. Defenseman tied up or missing his assignment over on the backside. Open guy there to tap in the rebound. Pretty good job. I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah.
Where is it live?
It's on, just on my YouTube.
Just on YouTube?
Yep.
And what is it? The Jamboree thing? Or?
No, just the team page.
Team page?
Yeah, just the team page.
Okay.
Just had about the halfway point. Lakeville breaks out. They're going to have a one-on-one as Hunter tries to run him down. Nice cutback by the Lakeville player. Gets himself a nice breakaway and buries that one with a nice, nifty little backhand shot. Breakdown, bad angle on the defensive play. Breakaway. That kid doesn't miss with that long reach. Face off, pushed forward by Lakeville. Angle cut off by Parker. And push out to the slot. That one finally does get to the wingers. This is going out of the zone. Petretsky, I believe. Nelson coming in there. Parker will pick this one up, go behind the net, looking for options. He's got the skating lane. That one's tied up quickly by Lakeville. Gonna rim it around. Didn't have our winger against the boards. Herman is able to earn the puck though. Look at this kiddo go. He's digging, looking for options. Puts his shoulder down, gonna get hit behind the net. Still rolling. Good effort all the way around, picked up by Mayo. Petretsky, and that one's iced down. That'd be icing. So a good effort by Herman. Missed his assignment getting on the board on the rim around, but he made up for it. No shot on net, but it's some good effort. Just past the halfway, we did slide Earl into net so he could get a little bit of time. Up to the breakout, or the winger for Lakeville. They got speed coming in, looking for options. Great save by Earl, getting back to the pipe and around. Slot pass up to the D. They go D to D. First a little pushing and shoving. Got to worry about the puck too. Lakeville looking for options on their backhand. Got a puck watching at the moment. You got to skate in front of them. Good reversal by Lakeville. Kind of got it going. Big slap bomb. Earl with the save. Does a good job of getting back as that shot was just wide. We tried to clear the zone. Missed with the muffin cannon though. And back to the far side board as Lakeville tries to set up. Dinsmore plays the skating lane. Does a good job bodying him out. Picked up by Rochester, and we're just going to chuck it down and get it out. High and off the boards rather than long. So again, just past halfway. 25 and change left on the puck drops. Sorry, just updated the score. 4-0. Face-off controlled by Lakeville. Skate directly in. Good save, or good body position by Hunter. He gets run down. He does get it to middle to Hugh. Hugh shoots and goes wide. Hunter down low. Back up to the point. Clap Bond got more clap than bomb. Through the neutral zone comes Lakeville. Good job of taking away the skating lane by the defenseman and winger. Hunter reverses that back over to Parker, who couldn't quite get a stick on it. He'll reverse back, looking for that long stretch pass. Nobody there at the moment. Lakeville was offsides. Now they're clear. Regrouping. Good job of taking away that skating lane by the defenseman stepping up. Lakeville having to regroup here. Puck chucked back in. Long stretch pass going to be off the mark and picked up at center ice by Lakeville. Stretch pass miss as Hunter will pick that one up. Reverses with a nice little move, and Lakeville's going to cut him off though. High and out the boards works this time, but got too much on it. That one's going to go all, nope. Bring you guys back around. Ref said it was touch, so we're going to continue on. Down in the O zone, Lakeville able to just one pass and a one touch out of the zone. Shot goes wide through the crease. Herman picks that one up, does a good job of getting it forward. This time he's got his arm up, and it's going to be icing. First pass on the way out of the zone's got to be a little more consistent. That sets up the stretch pass. Doesn't appear we have the speed to really get it through the neutral zone. That means after the first pass, we're going to have to at least make one more. But Lakeville doing a good job of defending us here. Good reversal, skating in. Winger did a good job forcing the shot. Earl will put that in the bread basket and hang on to it. All right, Lakeville comes out, finds a little iron. Good job at coming out of the face-off dot. Shot finds the pipe though. Regroup, coming back in on a 2-on-2. Nice sidestep, gonna buy some time. Gets run down from behind though. Mayo pushes it up through the neutral zone. Along the near side boards. Good stick by Mayo. Gets it ahead. Here's an opportunity for Nelson. He takes, nope, that just went wide. First on it is going to be Lakeville. Sidesteps the check. Good heads up play by them. Pushing and shoving behind the net. And it goes around. Mayo trying to close off that board. Not able to do so. And Lakeville ahead full speed, just skates around, coming in on Earl. He needs to go top shelf. Not much you can do on that one for Earl. Defenseman didn't really put up much of a fight on that one. Staying in flat-footed, see the lone D right here. Got stepped around, and we're back underway. 21 minutes left to go. Into the slot for Lakeville, laying in there.
Stay right there. Hey.
Carrie, tell that little girl to be quiet.
Gets off win for Lakeville. Good pressure by Mayo getting out there that time. Maury and Pens. rung back around. More digging there, reverses it back around. Defenseman will pick it up. First pass on the stick. Good job. It's going to clear the zone. It does not. Ashton will pick it up. He's going to reverse it back around. Ashton taking a body for no reason to Goliath over there. He's going to come hacking at this one. Nope, he's got to skate around. And push aside. Lakeville coming back through the neutral zone. And that's going to clear into the neutral zone. It's a one-on-one. Nope, we left the puck. Still kind of sitting there for control. Lakeville picks it up. Just with speed. Comes in, shot hits the side of the net. Try the reversal. Dinsmore looking for an option. He does get it through the neutral zone. Picked up by Lakeville as they look for that long pass. Whiffed on it though. And back up to the near side boards here. Dinsmore again picks that one up. Ooh, Lakeville player getting in there quick on us. Hunter does a good job using his body. Now a little foot race here, and it's gonna be too far for icing. Face off win for Mayo. Hunter reversed it back around to the wing. Chip, and not quite out though. Toss back down for Lakeville. For a good stick lift there. Drives it back up the near side boards. Picked up by Mayo. A little bit ahead of steam. Able to get it to the neutral zone. Now pushed back in by Lakeville. Hunter looks for options. Lakeville will come in on a 3-on-3, push to the slot. On rimmed wide. Mayo's going to be able to pick that up. And Brady will have an option coming down. Toe drag into the nut cup of the Lakeville player. And they're going to bring it back down the other way. Full head of steam. Slot pass. And Earl able to get across. Get his glove on it for the save. Nifty little toe drag. I think the Lakeville kid thought he was able to tap it in, but 17 minutes to go. And it's a shot that hits the body and redirected and fumbles through. So a face-off win for Lakeville here. Comes back to the point. Hits that body and rolls in. Face-off win for Lakeville on that one. Center ice. Pierce will chuck that one up against the board. A little suicide pass. His buddy got knocked off it. Far side. We just chip it up the boards rather than off the glass. Airmail in. Chopping in front of the net. Earl's got that one covered up. Lakeville pretty much just chucking it on net and seeing what happens. Being very defensive. Face-off win for Mayo on that one, having control behind the net. Lost it up at the point though. Shot and tipped over by Earl. Face-off win for Mayo with the control behind them. We tried to reverse it, but to the wrong player. Pass out to the defenseman, shot wide. Maury trying to lift it out of the zone. Back to the Lakeville point. Shot, airmail, gloved out of the air. Whistle will be Earl's left-hand side for the face-off. Gets a win for Lakeville. Tries to pump it into the slot. Picked up by Mayo. Shot goes wide. A little tendy change here, giving Colton Gage a little bit of play time as well. Coming in cold is always tough. Good stick lift there. Able to push it out of the zone. Drops back into the middle of the zone. Hunter Brenhog will be first on it. And push down deep. Ashton will get down there and pick it up, looking for options. Head up. Deep line change going on for Lakeville. Find a little head of steam there. And they're going to call us offsides. So once again, everybody getting some playing time here. Rolling lines, rolling pairings, and goaltenders. All getting an opportunity here this weekend. Regrouping passes through the feet. And walking in, nice save by Colton, getting the first one. Rebound goes behind the net. Back up to the point. Misplayed at the line. Going to give us the opportunity to chase Lakeville down into their own zone. A nice head fake. Turns up ice. Picked off nicely by Petretsky. He chucks it back down into the zone. See if we can't grab our lunch pail and get to work here. Good forecheck by 41. Lakeville does that long stretch pass. Lakeville decides to chuck it back behind the net. Brady down there digging. Herman, long stick. Back to the point. Shot. I think it went wide. I don't think it was touching that one. Brady comes in to knock the player off the puck. Gets mainly stick though. And going to move it up through the neutral zone. Played by the goalie. And I'm going to get tossed around. Pierce is going to Freebie gets a little shot on net. Tosses it in and gloved down by the goaltender. It's been quite a while since we've had a high quality opportunity in front of the net. Face-off controlled by Mayo. We'll lose it at the blue line though eventually. Ashton looking for options. Finds the Mayo player swinging in. Crossing shot. Did not make it across. Ashton will not get that one. Pushed ahead by Mayo. Here comes, I know it's not Hagen, but we're in Hagen's jersey, so we're going to give credit to Hagen, number 8. And good job by Colton covering up, ducking his head down, standing tall. Face-off win by Lakeville. They come back to the point. Shot goes wide. Colton flashing the leather. Grabs the whistle. gonna say controlled by Mayo. Face-off win. Rimmed around, held in by Lakeville. Hunter looking for that center and pass. It does get outside the blue line into that neutral zone. Lakeville chucks it back down deep. Logan grabs that. Good pass to the side. Ahead of steam. Mayo with a little bit of speed. Looking for his teammates to get there. Six with it. Picked up by Lakeville after having to slam on the brakes. And Lakeville will go all the way across. We got numbers coming back. Good back check by Mayo. Lakeville player blowing a tire over there. Plays to slow it down a little bit in front of the bench as they chop at it. Good step by the Lakeville player getting out of the way of the hit. Hunter looking for options. Gets it knocked off his stick. Off the boards. Good job of getting it out. Murphy giving chase along with Pence. I think Lakeville comes rolling back into the zone. Pierce, I believe it is. Good job of knocking that one down with a shin pad shot. Deflected wide by Gage. Hunter does a good job of pushing that one ahead. A suicide pass as Murphy took that one. Nice toss across just off the stick of the Lakeville player. We're going to rim this one around to Herman. Or to Pens, sorry. Over to Murphy. Murphy not able to get there. Nice job by the Lakeville player taking away the skating lane on Maury.
But it's speed that I know I mean. That's why
Will pushing that one ahead. Almost out. 7:20 left on the clock. Lakeville controlling behind the net. Backhand centering pass off the target. Goes all the way through. Good job by Herman applying pressure on the defenseman. Still digging, trying to get it out. Get it across the blue line. Moving forward. Herman still digging, going forward. Still running. Good effort. Like seeing those feet moving. All the way around comes Lakeville. It's going to be held in by Ashton. Ashton looking for options. He goes behind the net. He gets tripped. Puck out front and all the way around. Poor Stripes over there getting knocked down as the Lakeville and Mayo player colliding. Ashton's got a little bit of run into the zone looking for options. With a hard shot in on net. High and wide with the rebound. Lakeville will get through the neutral zone. Herman picking that one up. Nice job of getting past. He's got his head look for options. Shoots it on that huge rebound, but nobody there. A little bit of a line change going on behind too. Lots of speed by Lakeville. Almost got around the defender. I've seen that earlier. Plenty of speed got around, and then it's a breakaway. Picked up, looking to get it out of the zone at least. Does get across the blue line, pushed off it by the Lakeville player though. Nice regroup, back to the middle. It's kind of around the horn as the Lakeville player picks up and finally skates forward and dumps it in. 5:35 remaining. Hunter pushes that one up to Brady. Brady wasn't quite ready for it. Does a good job of using the boards. Keep himself out of danger there. Picked up by the Lakeville. They just go cross ice really fast. I think they're off sides. And shot in on net, and Colton holds on for a whistle.
Yes.
Have a toss-up. I'm going to give that one just a tie on that one. Kind of went our way, and then it was rimmed around. But ultimately, Lakeville had control. Rimmed around to the near side boards here. Going to chip that one up. At least it goes out. Now it's a foot race. And it's going to be interference on Lakeville. Taking away the skating lane. We didn't have the puck. So that'd be a face-off down in the Lakeville end. So Mayo's going to get the advantage of the first penalty dolled out in this game. So it'll be 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Time is already up on the clock and counting as we got running time with our 60-minute time session here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota at the Community Rec Center. Lakeville gets there first and fires it all the way down. Ashton will pick that one up. He's got his head up looking for the swing. Nice pass to Hugh. Hugh is not quite able to control it as it goes back. Good step up there, looking for that centering pass. Shoots it into the feet. And touch, so no icing though. Around the horn, Lakeville not able to fire that one out. They reverse it all the way around. Mayo will be first on it here. And toss towards the middle, and Lakeville picks it up. Good skating angle by 27 or 37. Lakeville coming back in on 2-on-1. Shot goes all the way through. Gonna have to get control of it here. Good job by the Lakeville defender, just using his body and tying it up. Ashton will cycle out from the backside of the net. He's got a little bit of space. He's going to choose to come down the boards. Probably going to pay a price for it when he gets behind the net here. Still looking, still cycling. Little toss on net through the feet of the winger that was coming in. Dinsmore is able to chop it ahead, but Lakeville gets it and chucks it all the way down. That will pretty much kill the power play. Nice pass up to Pence. Pence tries to tip it to the middle to Murphy, but couldn't get enough on it. Penalty basically expiring. It's back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2:09. 2:09 remaining. Murphy gets it on a stick in the middle of the ice and chucks it down deep. Still digging. I think that's number 6 is the number. I can't see who it is. Lakeville come back on a 3-on-2. Coughed up a little bit. Nice little opportunity. Lakeville toss it. The chip was off target though. Back up to the point. Nice save for Colton. No or very little rebound. Able to cover it up quickly. Time's ticking away. Minute 20. 6 rip in this one. A lot of ice time for everybody. I think they pretty much stayed with defense on D, forwards on forward, but I saw a few pairing changes. Working on a few different things. The goaltenders all got to touch the ice. All the goaltenders took a lot of shots. Hunter able to get that one first on it. Pass on target. Able to make that one's count. Finally coughed up and the defenseman just chucks it across the ice. Good effort by 41 getting on the puck quickly. Still digging. A backhand toss into the zone. As Mayo will pick that one up. Hunter will grab this. High and off the boards would be great. And they'll look for the long pass. Finds Maury. Maury will come across center ice with 24 seconds to go. Does a good job looking for that long pass. Kind of a lucky swat out of the air, but Lakeville trying to find Hunter Brenhog. Lakeville able to get it to the neutral zone. Pushes it ahead. Just 9 seconds remaining. Hunter Brenhog with a solid play, taking away the skating lane. 4 seconds. Not going to be much of a chance here. And didn't get much on it. I think that's going to end it for my weekend. I do appreciate everybody watching and stuff like that. I do got a couple of places I enjoy mentioning. It's their locally owned businesses in Rochester. Nature's Best Cleaners. Got something you need laundered, area rugs, curtains, take it down there. They'll take care of it. Got a mechanical problem, AC heating, check out Tana or their website, calltana.com. Hit up those guys. We got Woody's Auto Body. They're up in Orinoco for all your body work needs on your vehicles. Fram Marine Works down in Stewartville. If you got a water toy, you know it needs work, take it down to Fram's and they'll take care of you. A couple other mentions I normally do, but it was a lot of fun getting back to hockey after 2.5 months of baseball. So kind of fun to be back into a climate controlled arena. I think it's going to wrap it up. I don't think I'll be back on later. If I do, it'll be for the varsity game over in Tonka tonight at 7:45. Again, appreciate it, guys. Hang on to that link. I will be doing some recording later in the year as well as we start back up either high school at some, JV, youth, Bantam, A's, and double A's. Have yourself a great afternoon, and we'll see you next time.